So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to put just one single kind of weird phrase under the microscope. And the reason we're doing this is to see just how powerful language can be, how just a handful of words can build an entire worldview before you've even read the first sentence. Okay, so here it is. The phrase we're going to deconstruct is the dark anatomy of the masculine mind, the dark truth of men's nature about women's. Yeah, just let that one sit for a second. You've got some really provocative words in there, right? And did you catch that typo, the grammar? This isn't just a random string of words. It's language that's designed to get a reaction out of you right away. So the big question is, what's this phrase actually trying to do? What's its job? Let's treat this like a little detective story. We're going to follow the clues hidden right inside these words and see if we can uncover the strategy behind it all. Okay, let's get into it. And like any good detective, we're going to start by breaking down the evidence, right? Piece by piece. First up, that main title. First word up, dark. Now, this isn't just about, being gloomy or evil. Dark is a hook. It's a huge hook. It promises you're about to learn something forbidden, some secret knowledge that most people don't have. It's all about creating that immediate sense of intrigue. All right, next up we have anatomy. And wow, does this word change the tone? Think about it. Anatomy. That's a word from science, from medicine. It makes you think of a cold, hard, factual dissection. So what follows isn't just someone's opinion, right? No, it's being framed as an objective, almost clinical study. It's a way to claim authority right from the get-go. And then we get to this phrase, the masculine mind. And notice, it's mind, singular, not minds, plural. This is a classic move. It's a massive generalization. You're taking billions of unique, complex people and squishing them all down into one single, uniform thing. It makes reality seem way simpler than it is, which, makes it easier to make a big, sweeping claim about. So, okay, let's just recap what the title has done so far. Before we've even hit the subtitle, a really powerful framework is already in place. You've got intrigue from dark, you've got authority from anatomy, and you've got this huge generalization from the masculine mind. It's a pretty effective setup. All right, now let's shift gears to the subtitle. We'll see how it builds on that foundation the title already laid out. This is where they really deliver on the core promise. Okay, check out this subtitle. The dark truth of men's nature about women's. And that typo, dark instead of dark, it's kind of fascinating, right? You have to wonder, is it just a simple mistake, or could it be intentional? Maybe it's meant to feel more raw, more authentic, like it was typed out in a hurry with so much passion that there was no time to proofread. Who knows? But either way, it definitely makes you look twice. So let's break this down. Let's look at the surface level, what the words literally say, versus the subtext, what they're really implying. The dark truth, that doesn't just imply a truth. It implies the one and only hidden secret. Men's nature suggests something permanent, biological, totally unchangeable. And about women's, well, that phrasing immediately positions one group as the ones doing the understanding and the other group as an external object, something to be studied. And that right there is the crucial point. The subtitle is making what's called an essentialist claim. It's promising to reveal some deep, fundamental, unchangeable truth about one group and its relationship to another. It's an incredibly bold promise, and honestly, it's super simplistic. But for some people, that simplicity is exactly what makes it so appealing. Okay, so now we can finally put all of the pieces of our little puzzle together. We've looked at the title, we've looked at the subtitle. Let's zoom out now and see the grand strategy. How does this whole thing work together as one single persuasive machine? What we're looking at here is a pretty classic persuasion formula. You can see it everywhere once you know what to look for. Step 1, create intrigue. Use those emotionally loaded words like dark. Step 2, claim authority. Use scientific-sounding words like anatomy. Step 3, promise a secret, a hidden truth that only you can reveal. And finally, step 4, generalize and simplify. Talk about the masculine mind as if it's one simple thing. And this title, it's a masterclass, hitting all 4 of those steps perfectly. And this, right here, is probably the most important takeaway from all of this. This kind of language, it isn't just neutrally describing a topic, it's actively framing it for you. It's trying to get you to accept its basic ideas before you've even seen a single piece of evidence. It's not just giving you information, it's selling you a complete worldview. So you might be thinking, okay, but why does it matter? Why spend all this time picking apart one weird title? Well, because this technique, it's not unique. It is absolutely everywhere. And if you understand how it works, it gives you this incredibly powerful tool for thinking critically about all the stuff we see and read every single day. So think of this as your new toolkit for spotting the frame. First, keep an eye out for those emotionally loaded words. Second, always question claims of scientific authority. Are they legit? Third, be super wary of any sweeping generalizations. And maybe the most important question of all, just ask yourself, what is this title or this headline doing? What's its job? You know, when it comes right down to it, I think this is the easiest way to think about it. The information is the picture, right? But the language they use to give you that information, that's the frame. And as we all know, the frame can completely change how you see the picture inside it. By learning to see the frame itself, you get a much, much clearer view of the actual picture. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. The next time you come across some provocative headline or a really dramatic title, you'll be able to see the frame. And the real question is, now that you know how to look for it, what are you going to see differently?